something 96. You wish you could reason or the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On second down, Roethlisberger. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff to Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 38 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now they'll throw it with Marino. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
All right, here we go. Ooh, landed!
Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's L.A. with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Leopard! Leopard! No.
Again, it's Marino. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
4th down. Here's Marino. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Roethlisberger keeps it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. They toss to Freeman. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. A good pickup there at 22. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Now he'll escape to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
White 20!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Steps away to it, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. David Njoku, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Antonio Brown, 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Vick will look to throw on first down, escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Vick. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try to get some more points.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And complete to Zach Ertz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They snap the ball at 1. Now Marino. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now Marino coughs it up. He lost the football. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. Look at the spin.
Balance.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Marino. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Marino operating with 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Play fake. Here's Marino. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. Fighting him off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make.
It's one of them ones, man. You're just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah. On that, it was smooth on the surface.